What's going on YouTube world? Welcome back to Gaming with Said. This is another episode of the Rise of Dot. In this game, it's T-Woods versus the Cavaliers. Yeah, I'm still coming off the bench, and yeah, this game is a little bit better. I'm getting used to the controls, so yeah, man. I hope you enjoy the episode, and yeah, I'll probably pop back in at the end. So let's see how this game goes.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up, so don't even think about switching over to football. This is Kevin Harlan with Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Anderson Varejao?
Well, I think what Varejao tries to do is wear down his opponent, both mentally and physically. He gets in your head with his constant movement and his bumping and grabbing. But he also really understands what he's trying to do offensively, which is roll to the rim, catch the ball on the...
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Looking now at some numbers for Dion Waiters, how his season went last year. He was around 14 points per game last year, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And when you take his overall contributions on the whole, he's been putting up some pretty good numbers, but I think he can do more.
And Steve, sometimes that's just part of the game, weathering periods where your stats might not show all of what you're doing on the floor.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Rubio and Martin manning the back. Zhang is out there with Doc, and it's Brewer in at the 3 spot. Steve talking about it wasn't pretty for him last year, losing both games, and Clark, the expectations haven't been a whole lot higher this season.
You know, from my standpoint, I do think they've kept their expectations low. So, that being said, this is the kind of opponent they have to beat if they don't want to end up at the bottom of the standings again.
And an intentional foul right there.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Bennett setting the pick for Waiters. They get it again. And Varejao kicks to Dang. Feeds it to Waiters. Back to Dang. Now here's Waiters. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Takes a 3. That's good from Dang on the assist from Dion Waiters. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Gentlemen, remember, Kevin Love was the 5th overall pick back in 2008. And through hard work, he's transformed his body and expanded his game. He said, I love people telling me what I can't do, telling me this is your ceiling. I think all kids in basketball should never put a limit on themselves. I was able to get out of my comfort zone, and because of that, I'm a much better player. Not only physically, but mentally as well. Kevin?
Yeah, his great skill level has always been his edge. Thanks, Doris. J.J. Barea has checked in for Ricky Rubio. And so Varejao hits them both.
You know, it's really hard to say that Lady Luck hasn't been smiling on the Cavs in the past few years. LeBron was lost a few years back, but ever since then, they've had tremendous luck in the NBA draft lottery and had the first overall pick in 2 of the last 3 years. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Irving. And it's good. Irving's got 20 points.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Timberwolves trailed by 5. Going back to what you said about the Cavs, great luck for them indeed with 2 number 1s in 3 years. That's definitely how you turn a franchise around.
Well, you got to make sure you hit on those draft picks. And as of right now, I would say only Kyrie Irving is a sure thing. Dion Waiters, the jury's still out. Tristan Thompson looks like a nice player. He's getting better. And we'll find out with Anthony Bennett.
Shot's good.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Here's Dang. He's guarded by Verajao. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Zhang. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
Here's Holland. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
A moment here to see the numbers Kyrie Irving put up last year. He was 8th in scoring, and he was very solid from the foul line, closing out the year among the top 20 in terms of free throw percentage.
And you know, Steve, going back to his scoring average for a second, I mean, you can see what a go-to guy was for them all season long. They really counted on him to carry the load.
That's good from Holland.
Well, Minnesota won 31 games last season, but only 11 of those came on the road. For a team that was battered and bruised heading out on a lengthy road trip is often a recipe for a losing streak, and that was the case for them last year. The injuries just really bogged them down.
Kevin Love's checked in for the Timberwolves. Well, picking up again on the Timberwolves, road travel can be especially tough on them just given the geography where their home city is in relation, Steve, to the rest of the NBA.
Well, particularly in relation to the rest of the West, because, you know, there the Timberwolves are up north and kind of in the middle of the country. So they have a lot of long trips. But, look, there are no excuses in the NBA. I mean, everybody's got their own adversity they've got to deal with.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to New York.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Yeah, but don't discount the effort on the other side, Clark, because they took advantage of the opening that was there.
Irving with it, now guarded by Barea.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Passes to Holland. Pulls it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
A lot of time they've been spending at the foul line so far, guys. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club.
To the right side. Shoots it. It's hauled in by Spencer Hawes.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you've just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on.
Thompson misses.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
Barea dishes to Love. Stolen by Thompson. Budinger against Irving. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Budinger. Timberwolves trail by 5. Dishes to Barea. There's the pass to Holland. Puts one up from 19. And that one comes up a bit short.
He has just disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all offensively.
And I'm sure he's ready to put this quarter behind him and quickly.
On the wing, Irving. 24 points for him. Felix. Another shot. And it's good on the way up. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Barea, the pass to Budinger. Here is Barea, covered by Irving. Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, Tristan Thompson out of the University of Texas, only played a year there, is a long, bouncy, active young man. Tremendous potential, especially defensively. His feet are quick, and he does a nice job defending pick and rolls.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Irving. That one goes. Count. Irving's got 26 points.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter, and just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Well, Clark, you mentioned Thompson's improvement offensively. Shot better from the field and the free throw line last season, Steve.
Yeah, he sure did. Great strides in year 2, fulfilling the promise that the Cavs take him with the 4th pick in the 2011 draft. They've got to be excited to see just how far he's come.
Right wing. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Cleveland lead.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Down low. Dellavedova. And the rejection by Love. Budinger with it. Now defended by Spencer Hawes. They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Hawes got the lead up to 11 now for Cleveland.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Expanding his range, but they recover it. Here is Doc. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Holland. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
You know, the Wolves were just decimated by injuries last year, and it really put a snag in their season from the start, with Rubio still recovering from his ACL tear and Kevin Love missing a lot of time with his hand fractures. They were missing 2 major building blocks.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Both free throws good from Holland.
Oh my God.
And with the Wolves last year, Ricky Rubio came back and helped them turn things around a bit, but Kevin Love would end up playing very few games for him, Steve, and they never really got the chance that they once seemed to have.
You know, Love's injury, I think, just devastated this team. And Rubio, of course, coming off that ACL, he eventually made it back. But those are the key guys. I mean, Rubio and Love have to be the foundation of this club. They added a lot of three-point shooting in the offseason. So this should be a pretty well-rounded team. But it's up to the stars, Kevin.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Sinks that one from the post. Doc's got 10 points in the quarter.
Tell you what, despite that hot start from long range, they've really gotten away from the three-point shot now.
And I know that's sacrilegious to you, Steve. I mean, being a shooter and all in your pass, you figure you should be firing away from out there at all times. But the mid-range game and in-between games served me quite well. But that hasn't been the best meal ticket for them here in the second half. You got to go with what you do best.
Elbow shot. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a big bonus for them to end the quarter as he beats the buzzer.
Talk about maximizing every last possession you've got. Right there, it was done.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Cleveland ahead, up 7. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce. An excellent game going on at Quicken Loans Arena. Cleveland has the lead against Minnesota. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. An unbelievable half from Kyrie Irving. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. And a resilient Timberwolves team is staying in it, looking to get back on the right track while the season's still young. We'll see if they can tack on a win here tonight. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And from high above the amber lights of downtown Cleveland, and we welcome you back to the shores of Lake Erie. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean...
And Kevin Love really wants the ball. Outside, Martin. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Dang.
And a great choice there to make the pass when the star of your team is asking for it.
Well, that's how you get respect. And the coach likes seeing that type of teamwork and communication out there on the floor. That's winning basketball.
Inside, it's Bennett and Verja. Irving and Waiters, the guards. And it's Dang in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Holland. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Here's Irving. Irving gets a screen from Verja. There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 33 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
And Rubio kicks to Love. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that fourth foul might force him to scale back the aggression.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Tristan, thank you. Kevin, sometimes you've just got to light the fire.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
Here you have it, guys. This was the game against the Cavaliers. Yeah, we lost, but yeah, I scored a little bit better in this game. I still got to work on controls. Got to get used to these new dynamic goals and pay attention to them and all that good stuff. But yeah, man. Until next time, YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the episode and more gameplay to come. So hit that like button, hit that sub button, and keep sharing the videos. Peace out.
Test. What you talking about, man? Hey, man, I feel like you've been here much longer than me. If you see an opportunity, I'm not about to step in the way. Yeah, I'm feeling you. Hey, I just want to play my game, help this team win. You know what I'm saying?